everybody! Welcome to Birch Grove Park. It's Miss Aubrey. I'm going to read today Froggy Learns to Swim by Jonathan London and illustrated by Frank Remkowitz. Froggy! Called his mother. What? Come in and swim. No. I don't know how to swim. I want to go swing. Whee! Sang Froggy, swinging higher and higher. He swung so high, he almost touched the sky. He swung so high, he wound round and round the crossbar. Zing! Then unwound like a spring. Zing! And flew through the air. Right smack into the pond. Splash! What are you doing? Asked Froggy's mother. I am drowning, cried Froggy. Help! He grabbed hold of his mother and climbed on. What do you mean you're drowning? Don't you know frogs are born in the water? They are great swimmers. Not me, bubbled Froggy. I can't swim. Oh, fiddlesticks, she said. I'll show you how. First, float on your belly and stick your face in. I won't let go. Say, bubble, bubble. Underwater, then raise your face for air and say, toot, toot. I don't want to, Froggy whines. Oh, come on, Froggy. Just try it. Repeat after me. Bubble, bubble, toot, toot. Bubble, bubble, toot, toot, sputtered Froggy. Great! Now, float on your back and do the froggy kick. I won't let you go. Then go like this. And she showed Froggy how, saying, chicken, airplane, soldier. Do it and repeat after me. Chicken, airplane, soldier. I don't want to, whined Froggy. Oh, come on, Froggy, just try it. Chicken, airplane, soldier, gasped Froggy. He glubbed and blubbed and almost sang. Mommy, I need my flippers, then I'll swim. Froggy climbed out and he flopped back to his house. He pulled on his flippers, zoop, and flopped back to the pond. Flop, 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 splash. Now, try it again, said Froggy's mother. Bubble, bubble, toot, toot. Chicken, airplane, soldier. He glubbed and blubbed and almost sank. Mommy, I need my mask and snorkel. Then I'll swim. Froggy climbed out and flopped back to his house. He pulled on his mask and his snorkel. Zoink, zing, and flopped back to the pond. Flop, 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 splash. Now, one more time, said Froggy's mother. Bubble, bubble, toot, toot. Do it with me. Chicken, airplane, soldier. And then it happens. Oops, spluttered Froggy. What's the matter? asked his mother. Oh, nothing, he said, looking more red in the face than green. Well, it's getting cold, Froggy. It's time to get out. No, 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 no. I can't get out. Why not? Well, and he bubbled underwater while she crawled out. Then he burst up for air and yelled, "Wait! What is it?" asked his mother. "My bathing suit!" he shouted. "Don't look! I'm getting out!" Froggy climbed out and yanked back on his bathing suit with a zip of elastic. Then he pulled on his flippers, zup, and sailed back into the pond. Plop, plop, splash. "Froggy!" cried his mother. "What?" "I told you it's time to get out." "No, no, I don't want to get out. I want to swim." Froggy's mother shook her head. "I told you, frogs are great swimmers," she said, and sat down with Froggy's father to watch him. And Froggy sang, "Bubble, bubble, toot, toot." Chicken, airplane, soldier. All night long.
Hello, I hope you enjoyed the story at Birch Grove Park. For today's craft, we will be making a fun bird feeder. Inside your bag, you'll find this bag that contains all the objects and a paintbrush. For this craft, you will need a grown-up's help. And it can also be a little bit challenging, but that's okay. Today's lesson for this craft is to practice patience and to try your best. Some crafts will be easy, and some crafts take a little bit more work, and that's okay. So for the first thing that you will do is to pull out your glue that's inside this bag and pull out your paintbrush. Then you can dump out all the stuff that's in your bag and make sure you're doing it on a flat table because you will need some time to let your stuff dry. Inside your bag you will find a bunch of wooden pieces, this small object, be careful, and this piece of string. If you think you're missing some objects, just look on the back of your bag. It shows you all the things that you have inside, as well as some directions. I've already started my birdhouse craft. I've taken the biggest piece, which is the bottom of the birdhouse, as well as one of the side panels. It looks like this. You're going to need lots of this sticky, tacky glue, which is why you will need the paintbrush to help you. And don't worry if it gets a little messy. Just be patient and it'll all work out. I'm taking some glue, I've put it on my paintbrush, and I'm spreading it on the side of the largest piece. And you will need lots of glue, so don't worry if it gets gloopy and sticky, because we need it to make the birdhouse stick together. So I'm spreading it all over. And now I'm going to take some more glue, put it on my paintbrush, a big old gloop, and I'm going to put it to the bottom and the side of one of these rectangles. And the more glue you use, the better it will stick. So you want to make sure you really get it on there. But again, please work with the grown-up if you're not sure if you can do this by yourself. Now this next part is the part that takes lots of patience, and it's sticking it together. So I'm going to take my side and stick it to the side like this. And I'm going to hold it for a few seconds so that way it can try and hold together. Make sure you're squeezing it on there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And if it falls over, it's okay. Just keep trying. There you go, I've squeezed it on there. But I'm still going to try and spread that glue right into the corners of the pieces that are stuck together so it can dry well and stay upright. You can see I'm spreading the glue. And now I'm going to give it some time to dry. I'd say give it 5 minutes so that way it doesn't fall in and collapse on you. You will need lots of time for this craft, but don't worry because there are not a lot of pieces. I think you can do it. As you can see, I went ahead and put up my third wall. It was tricky, even for me, but it took some patience and I got it up. The best tip I can give you for this is to leave it flat on the table and to use extra glue to paint inside the bottom and up the sides. This will help seal it as best as you can while it takes time to dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my fourth wall. I'm going to get some glue on my paintbrush, lots of glue, and I'm going to paint the bottom half of my rectangle. I've added lots and lots of glue to this. I'm going to add some more. So really want this to stick together. And now I'm going to get some more glue and add it to the bottom of my birdhouse, right on the side. And this is going to get messy, so make sure you do it on a place that you're allowed to get some glue on, or even put down some newspaper. But we really want to make sure it's glued tight. Now I'm going to sandwich these two pieces together, and I'm really going to try my best to squeeze them without making the other walls come down. And I know this takes time, and don't worry if it falls, you can always glue it back together. And now we have that. Nice 4 walls and our bottom piece. This part of our birdhouse is going to dry. So I'm just going to move mine over here, set it to the side, so that way I can show you how to do this part. But you're just going to leave your birdhouse where it is, so that way you have less chance of it collapsing on itself while it takes time to dry. So just leave it where it is, let it dry, and go look for this piece. It's long and has a little point at the top. Once you find it, you're going to also need these 2 pieces. There are 2 of these. We're going to stick these 2 pieces to the top to make the roof of our birdhouse. Get your paintbrush and some more glue. I'm going to put a lot of glue up here. And I am going to stick these 2 pieces together and hold. This part may be really tricky, but try your best. And it will take some patience. You might need it to dry for a really long time, but that's okay. We can always come back to this. I am pressing these 2 pieces together so that way they stick. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Add a whole bunch of glue to the other side of this post, right to the top. Make sure you spread it. And I'm even going to spread some along the top of this one so that way they stick together like a sandwich. So I'm going to spread it along the roof, right to the top, all along the side, so they can stick together as best they can. And we're going to squeeze again. Squeeze it tight. And if you need to let it dry so that way it squeezes and holds together better, that is okay. And as you can see, it takes some patience, but that's okay. I'm going to try again and then let it dry some more. My best tip for helping to make the roof stick together is to add as much glue as you can to the post and then sticking the roof part on. And make sure you're squeezing it together. The more glue you use, the better it will stick together. I've also added some extra glue to the top of the roof where the two pieces meet, and I'm spreading it with my paintbrush. This has helped my roof stick together as best as I could. Make sure you keep spreading it in there because you really want that glue to help these pieces stick together. And if you're having trouble, just leave it alone, let the glue dry, and come back to it. I've let my pieces dry, and now it's time to put them together. I have my bottom piece that we glued earlier, and now I have my roof with a post. I'm going to take some more glue, of course, and I'm going to stick it to the bottom part of the post that has my roof. And again, I'm going to use a lot of glue, and I'm going to paint it on. I'm even going to add a little bit, and I might even add more if I need it, to the bottom of my birdhouse. After I've added my glue, I'm going to stick it straight down and hold tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You're going to press right into the bottom of your bird feeder. Squeeze and press down. You're going to hold on to the middle, not the roof part, because we still want that to hold together. You're going to hold on to the stick part and press down. There we go. So this is how my bird feeder turned out. I waited a whole day after waiting for the glue to dry to add some bird seed. You'll also find that you have a small metal piece and a piece of string to hang your bird feeder from a tree branch. I decided not to use mine. I like my bird feeder the way it is. You could also choose to paint your bird feeder or add some decorations. It's up to you. I hope you had fun making this bird feeder, and I hope you enjoyed feeding the birds. See you next time.